This convicted killer Karmelo Anthony's retrial hearing continues today as the judge is considering a trove of evidence that the jury never saw, including disturbing text messages that were sent by Anthony. Todd Pyro joins us now with the latest. Todd?
Ainsley, good morning. The fate of Karmelo Anthony's retrial attempt remains undecided as his hearing for a new trial continues this morning. Prosecutors revealing disturbing new texts showing Anthony threatening to murder his girlfriend around the time Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart at a high school track meet. One text from Anthony reads, quote, "How many bullets you want coming out of your chest?" Anthony sending another saying, quote, "When I stab somebody, I'm going to lick their blood off the blade." And this text sent 2 hours before Metcalf was murdered, reading, quote, "I'm low-key on the verge." After receiving these threatening texts, Anthony's ex-girlfriend allegedly told an assistant principal he was stalking her. Prosecutors adding Anthony had a history of getting into fights and an obsession with knives and guns. This information just now being revealed to the jury, or just now being revealed, I should say, was kept under wraps by both sides as a gentleman's agreement, promising to not use the text as evidence ahead of Anthony's original murder trial. The defense had agreed not to speak on victim Austin Metcalf's juvenile criminal history, which included graffiti and incidents of Metcalf bullying minority students, being violent, and using racial slurs. Anthony's team now claiming the agreement violated his constitutional rights and contributed to his decision not to testify. The court's going to hear more testimony today.
Yesterday, I said I didn't want to speak on the dead, and I only brought up Karmelo Anthony's past and what was uncovered now because of this retrial hearing. But here's where I'm at after hearing both sides, both backgrounds. I think that if all of y'all want to start bringing up Austin Metcalf's past, we're going to bring up Karmelo Anthony's past too. Now, personally, I'm not going to defend racist language, graffiti, bullying, or bad behavior allegedly connected to Austin. Rest in peace to him. Because wrong is wrong, regardless of who did it. But Austin having a past does not automatically turn Karmelo Anthony into some innocent, terrified kid who had no other option that day. Because obviously now it's being uncovered because of this retrial hearing that y'all begged for. Prosecutors are saying that there's evidence that the jury never heard of. Karmelo Anthony's previous text messages fantasizing about killing someone and licking the blood off of a fucking knife, violent behavior and stalking his ex-girlfriend, threatening to kill her. The kid was bloodthirsty. And then let's go back to take a look at what the jury did hear the day that Austin died. Witness testified that Karmelo repeatedly refused to leave the memorial team tent, told them to make me leave, and one witness specifically identified Karmelo as the person instigating the confrontation. Austin eventually put hands on him by pushing him, and Karmelo responded with a knife and killed him. The jury heard the self-defense argument and rejected it, convicting him of murder. So this idea that y'all tried to throw out there that Karmelo was simply this terrified, frail kid that just couldn't defend himself. He was cornered by some giant bully. If you're still feeling that way, you're willfully being fucking ignorant. Now, apparently was Austin a troubled teenager who had done things that I wouldn't agree with? Yes. Again, rest in peace to him. But does that mean that he deserved to die? No. Was he being racist or ignorant that day towards Karmelo Anthony? No. He told him to leave. He told him to not be somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, and happened to say that to a bloodthirsty animal who took his life. For those of y'all who are posting these videos and these posts, making it so relevant to point out the things that Austin Metcalf had done in his past, if his past is so relevant that you guys are all like, look what Austin did before that day, look what he did when he was 10 years old, then y'all don't get to sit up here and try to claim that Karmelo Anthony's past is irrelevant. Y'all can't sit up here and try to use Austin Metcalf's past to explain his behavior that day, while trying to ignore Karmelo Anthony's fantasizing of the same very violence that he used that day on Austin Metcalf. At the end of the day, point blank period, deadly force was used that day by someone who was premeditating that shit already in their mind and was fantasizing about it. And if he had the opportunity, would have licked the blood off the knife if it wasn't a bunch of people standing around. Killing Austin Metcalf was not justified. It was not self-defense. If this retrial is approved, Karmelo Anthony has all of y'all to thank for when he gets double more time.